After months of being hounded by one of my mods on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Kick, and potentially sometimes even on Rumble, Lost Tales has finally won. You won, Lost Tales. I actually finished watching the first episode of Konosuba, and yes, it is sort of weird that I have not seen this show or even heard of this show until he mentioned it probably like 3 or 4 months ago. I had no idea what the show was about. All he said, it was an isekai, and since I'm the king of gooners, the king of Goon Squad, the mayor of Coomersville, I finally seen it. I watched the first episode, and it was actually pretty good. It's an isekai that actually has a lot of heart as of right now, and like I said, I've only seen the first episode, so I'm not sure where this actually goes, but I'm actually really enjoying it. The character is the main character is actually Kazuma. It's revolved around him, and he ends up dying the first episode, and he gets I guess transported to an else world, and he sort of got a chance to either go to heaven or get transferred into an RPG else worlds thing, and he chose that, and he can only bring one item or one thing with him, and he chose the goddess, which is the goddess Aqua, to go with him, and she did not like that. But when they get transported there, it just felt like, a typical isekai, similar to all the other isekais you've been watching. But this one has a lot of charm and has definitely way more comedy than most of the other ones I've seen, such as ReZero, which is super dark, and Sword Art Online. Now, there are a lot of, I guess you would say, suggestive poses from these characters, especially Aqua. But my favorite so far that I've seen is actually the receptionist lady, Luna. She has some pretty nice assets and a couple of good shots in episode 1. Overall, it's a pretty simple, pretty basic premise for this show so far. I want to see more, is because at the end of the episode, which is episode 1, at the outro, you see a bunch of other characters. There's believed to be a total of 3 girls that accompanies Kazuma throughout his adventure. He originally wanted to be an adventurer, but he can't due to his skills and his stats, and he gets sort of upset. And the receptionist lady said, you can actually level up, and by the time you level up, you can actually re-enroll or re-register to see maybe you can get a different role. And when Aqua actually gets hers, she becomes like an archpriest or something like that, or some kind of like priestess or something. But yeah, overall, it's actually really good. Suggestive, low cut crotch shots, down blouse shots, and potentially even back shots, and not the type of back shots that you would like from Kim Kardashian. Different types of back shots. But overall, I'm actually really impressed. It's actually very fun. There's a scene that I actually laughed out loud, which is how he died, which is actually pretty funny. But anyways, quick, short, and dirty review. I'll be probably releasing weekly reviews of episodes per basically what my audience wants. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And hopefully I come out with I might be actually watching episode 2 sooner rather than later. I actually originally wanted to watch it, so it is not kid friendly because it's actually rated mature. The art is there nudity. I would say this is more of an ecchi than it is a full on adult isekai. But yes, it's basically, there's a lot of tropes, a lot of hilarious twists. They're actually mocking the RPG genre and the cliches, and it lands perfectly. I'm really enjoying it, so I will definitely be watching probably all the way through. I'm not sure how many seasons there are right now, but surprisingly, yep. I don't like losing, but Lost Tales, you win, and based off of the stuff I've been seeing, we all win.